Urban Oasis Garden Center, the Virgin Gardener, is brought to you by Urban Oasis Garden Center. Gardening Coach, locally grown plants, nursery and gallery. Online at urbanoasisgardening.net.
I'm a virgin. No, a gardening virgin. I've never done this before. For the first time in my life, I want my own garden. I don't know how to start my own garden. Shouldn't I know how to do this? Isn't growing our own food an important life skill? How come we didn't learn this in school? Yeah, instead of studying the Romans, why didn't we study romaines? Instead of calculus, why didn't we learn about cauliflower? You know, I haven't used algebra since high school, but I pretty much eat, oh, I don't know, every day. I used to hate gardening, hated it. I always associated gardening to being punished. You see, when I was a kid, and my brothers and I used to fight, my dad would say, well, if you got that kind of energy, get out there and weed the garden. So I grew up associating gardening to punishment. But things have changed, and here are my top 10 reasons for wanting to start a garden now. Number 1, I love good food, and there's nothing like a fresh carrot or a sweet strawberry plucked right from the garden. I love the thought that when dinner rolls around, instead of getting into my car and driving to the store, I can just walk into my backyard and pick a salad. How awesome is that? I'm eating healthier. I'm eliminating as much processed food from my diet as possible. The price of veggies keeps growing. Do you ever wonder what we're all going to do when we can't afford to eat anymore? I love being in a garden. It's calm, it's peaceful, a moment of zen. In a crazy world that keeps getting crazier, it's nice to have a place where you can relax. Plus, I don't like GMOs. I like to know where my food's coming from. If I grow it, I know it. Plus, gardening's good exercise. It's good for the back, it's good for the hamstrings. Most of us spend our day sitting at a desk, and then our nights sitting on a couch. There's fresh air out here. You want to feel better fast? Get outside and breathe deep. And many of us are lacking vitamin D. So get outside and get some sun, son. And finally, I love photography. I've taken a lot of great pictures just in my own backyard. And maybe a garden will help me attract more cool stuff. Let's get started. This isn't a Garden of Eden, it's a Garden of Weedon. I'm gonna need some professional help. Sandra?
Soil, it's a little wet still, but it's not bad.
Sandra Scarrow, owner of Urban Oasis Garden Center, is a trained horticulturist. She's been coaching gardeners for over 25 years.
I think I started gardening as a very small child. I remember shadowing the lady about 5 houses down, an elderly lady that would always putter in her garden. I may have been being babysat, but I know I went there on my own too. This stuff will just hoe out. It's no problem.
Sandra is actually hopeful that she can turn this sad-looking patch of land into something productive and beautiful. Very
hopeful, because it's not that neglected. It looks bad. That can actually be weeded out quite easily. And it's amazing how fast you can change the look of something.
So I hope you follow along on my journey to see if I can turn this wasteland into a wonderland. Join me next time on The Virgin Gardener. It'll grow on you. I'm Dan Kahan. Thanks for watching.
Urban Oasis Garden Center, the Virgin Gardener, is brought to you by Urban Oasis Garden Center. Gardening Coach, locally grown plants, nursery and gallery. Online at urbanoasisgardening.net.